Hey everybody, Anthony Alfredo here, and I am taking part in Be Fixed at Daytona on iRacing. This is basically the NASCAR Xfinity Series virtually that I'll be racing in this week in real life. So it's a great way to prepare, get comfortable in the draft, bump drafting, close quarters racing, and making moves. Now, there's not as big of a draft on here as there is in real life, so there's not the haymaker moves you see on here as you do see in real life, but it's still a great warm-up, and we're in our virtual Logitech G Chevrolet Camaro. I'm going to throw my racing gloves on here, and we'll get ready to race. There we go, green flag. Roll up to the guy in front of us gently, give a good push. Up through the gears we go. Going to take about a lap and a half to get completely up to speed, generate enough energy in the pack. You can see a little bit of stacking up that happens as cars kind of bounce off each other, push and shove. You don't want to be tucked up too tightly for too long because you'll lose. You'll end up overheating the engine and have to back off the person to cool it back down, because otherwise you run the risk of blowing the engine up. You can see this middle lane's holding the bottom pretty tightly right here. See if Malik will go with us to the top of 3 wide. Ooh, that was a close call there. Wow. Here we go. Got a nice push from the car behind us. Got the bottom lane stacked up. They kind of got separated, and that slowed down their momentum. We were able to generate a run and take it to the front row here. So see if we can get the lead and then manage the lanes a little bit. You can see that car in the mirror that tried to form a third lane is dropping to the back because he didn't have any help. So that's important. That's how important the draft is. You need a drafting partner to tandem. All right, we're coming back green here. Gonna restart P2 outside front row. Still about 22 laps to go. Bottom had a way better start. I didn't really get a push at all. Looks like I'm getting some help here. Should get me back to the quarter panel of this car. Help me drag him back a little bit. They're going to stack on the bottom. They're pushing hard, but having to stack up a little bit. Whereas we just got some nice momentum here on the top side. I wanted to go to the bottom, but I honestly like the top. Especially now that I've got Malik behind me again. He's been a good pusher for me this race. This is great practice for real life because I'm getting used to just looking in the mirror the whole time, which is what you do. You look in your mirror more than you look out the windshield, just because you're trying to block runs, keep your help behind you. So out front, I'm just wide open. I'm not lifting at all. But the guys behind me, or as you saw when I was in the pack earlier, you're having to lift a lot because of the draft. You're getting towed up to the car in front of you. There's a closing rate. You're going faster and carrying more speed than the car in front of you. You have to check up a little bit, lift a little, drag a little brake. One or the other, if not a little bit of both. Like now I have to lift again. Now I'm not in clean air and I'm not punching the hole in the air. There's no resistance on the car because the car in front of me is doing that for me. As you can see, it's really hard to see in front of you when you're tucked up tight to the car in front of you. So visibility's poor. Between that and cars being so close together at speeds of upwards and over 200 miles per hour, that's what triggers the big one, which are large accidents that happen with a lot of cars in the field piling into one another just because there's nowhere to escape, especially if the wreck happens towards the front of the field. It just stacks everybody up. People can't slow down in time, can't react in time, and there's just nowhere to go. My water temp got high there. My gauge was flashing red, so I backed off a little bit. Got to cool it off. That's why I can't push them as hard now. Now we're kind of dropping to the back. We got a nice little run to the bottom here, though. Got some clean air. That'll cool the car down really quickly. should lead this lap. Oh no, he got a shot at the last second. What a save. When I get clear, I'm going to go to the bottom here. I did not get clear. We were close. He got picked up just in time. I was able to stay on my inside before I cleared him. The guy behind me is pushing me really hard, so his temperatures are probably going to overheat. Okay, well, there you go. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. That's the big one. That's what happens when you're super speedway racing. Well, car's destroyed. Unfortunately, we're not going to be able to finish this race, but I hope you guys enjoyed watching. We did a little different this week. Instead of a Logitech G-Track lap, just one lap around the track. Obviously, at a super speedway, that'd be kind of boring, so I figured we'd get some action-packed racing, and that for sure was.